I didn't call you, buddy. I'm trying to record a video. Excuse me, sir. No. Please sit down. No, thank you. So, you want to get a motorcycle? I think that's a fantastic idea. However, there are a few things that you should probably consider. Let me tell you my story about how I went from scared as it gets to owning my own motorcycle now. I'm Ralph Smurf, and I'm a beginner motorcycle. I have many passions and many other enthusiasms, considering that I have car projects and a motorcycle that I bought on projects. Speaking of which, let me tell you a little bit about that. So, first off, I'm terrified of motorcycles. Well, I was. I was terrified because when I started when I started my first ever experience with a motorcycle, I crashed it into a pole. I was told, let the clutch out, hit the gas, and you take off. I was like, sounds good. I let the clutch out, and well, the motorcycle left me behind, and I was sitting on my ass with the motorcycle tucked up neatly into a basketball hoop. That didn't end well. Be that as it may, that was the last time I rode a motorcycle up until relatively recently. A year ago, I decided to go ahead and get me one for $300, and I assure you, it was very much $300. I probably overpaid for it, but hey, whatever. I got it off the kid's hands, and I was happy. I got a motorcycle, but it didn't even turn on. It was literally just a frame, some fairings, and that was it. So I went ahead and bought some off my coworker. His girlfriend actually had a bike, and it was a 250cc, just like mine, a Kawasaki Ninja, actually. Matter of fact. And well, basically, I took those and kept the gas tank, and so now I have a mismatched motorcycle. But I don't care; the VIN's matching. That's all that matters. Needless to say, that project was way more than I bargained for, as I needed to take it to one of my friends who decided that I needed probably about $300 in parts and what would be $1,000 worth of labor if it wasn't for the fact that he was teaching me how to do it. So, with that said, I spent about $300 in parts, $600 total on the bike, and bada bing, bada boom, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears later, we had a running motorcycle. I learned so much working on this, but at the same time, I would highly recommend that you buy your own, because buy one that's already running, because seriously, that was for somebody that was just itching to ride. I spent 3 months waiting for that bike to get going, because one, I had to do it in my free time, and two, it's a motorcycle. I was learning as I go, so a little bit slower as you might expect. But with that being said, it's the first time I heard it, and that was it. I started watching every video I could find. I had been wanting a motorcycle before, so I'd watched yammienoob before and motojitsu, but then I really got into it. I really dug into it, and I found myself hooked. And that was it. I signed up for an MSF course, spent the money, bought the class, and rode their bikes, and showed up one Friday or Saturday and Sunday, and had to go get my license. But look, I'll be honest with you, it didn't go smoothly. I got on the bike, and I didn't feel all that same amount of fear that I did in the beginning, but I was also terrified because the night before the MSF class, I crashed the bike again. I decided to go riding through my neighborhood in a back area that hasn't been developed yet. And, well, needless to say, it was a little wet, little dirty, and it was dark. I couldn't see what I was doing. And, well, it's a 2008 Ninja 250. If you know anything about those bikes, the headlights aren't the greatest. So, being at night and a new rider, I fell. I broke the bike, and well, I was only up $14 because I just bought a new blinker, and that was good. The bike was not really damaged, had a new scratch on it, but hey, I did it myself, and well, it's the first time for everything, so whatever, it's fine. Back to the MSF course. The very next day I went to the MSF course, I was riding the bike, I was having fun on the little Kawasaki 125 thing, and I was going through the gears, going through the class and everything, and then we got to this part where we had to basically slow down abruptly and turn. Well, I was doing that, and I was getting way ahead of myself. He was saying keep it 15 miles an hour, and well, I was going 20, and I was trying to do everything like Valentino Rossi, and boom, but well, I crashed. I jumped off the bike, ran it out, and long story short is that hurt like hell. My knee was hurting, but I wasn't gonna let boss man know that. I told him specifically. He's like, "Did you know what you did?" I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Do you know how to correct it?" I'm like, "Yes." And he's like, "Did you learn anything today?" I'm like, "Yes." So needless to say, I learned something. And at the end of the class, he asked me, he's like, "You're the sport bike guy, and you're probably gonna go the fastest out of everybody." And I'm like, no, I'm probably gonna keep it safe. But it didn't go exactly as I planned, considering that I've crashed the bike. But long story short is conquer your fears. I went ahead and did it. I got me a little 250cc. I'm ready to upgrade. I need a new bike. You tell me what you would get. I'm 5'6". My inseam is somewhere in the 31 and a half to 32. And I like to be able to flat foot my bike, hopefully. So I've been looking at the ZX4R, but the ZX6 is such a good bang for the buck. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm also thinking of insurance on this. But I love the screaming in the 4 engine. You know, that's pretty tempting. But let me know in the comments below, what do you got to do to conquer your fears? Are there any fears in the automotive field that you conquered? Me, I just got to start turning wrenches and, let bygones. Just recording this video is me conquering a fear right now. So I'll see you in the comments. I'm Afro Smurf. Get out there, hit the gas. Peace.